Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Trill, the Phenomenal Man. Welcome back to another video. Today we got our walk and talk part 25. As y'all can see, the sun ain't too hot. It ain't too, it ain't out as much. It look like it want to rain though. But may y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and continue on to share the video. Let me know what y'all thoughts are. Let me know what y'all thinking. Because these uploads is going to be just about every day. But man, we're gonna get into it, man, and just speak about when you stop settling for less, you would you will actually stop suffering. You wanna go hard. You wanna continue on to know what's at the end. What's on the other side. What's on the other side, I meant, for you. The more you continue on to settle for less, the more you will continue on to suffer. It's because the things that is meant for you is going to be tougher and harder to get to. Meaning that is the best outcome for you. Those are the best things are waiting for you on the other side. Those things are waiting for you. And these are the things that are going to last you a lifetime, the future. These things are going to last you. The more you settling for less, you letting yourself down, and you letting God down. Because that whatever God is showing you, whatever God has for you, you basically telling him that you don't want that. You don't want the bigger and better things, what he got planned for you. So you rather not go through those walls. You rather not go through that narrow path to receive what he has for you. To receive what you was destined to have. That's what you basically telling them. That's what you basically doing. So you rather just settle for that relationship that's not gonna last you a lifetime, or to have a lifetime partner or whatever. You settling for the money that you're making right about now, but you can be making way more on a sturdy foundation that is bringing you wealth over time, that is bringing you passive income. You settling for friends that's not even your friends. These people is just in your life. Some of them in your life is for a season, for a purpose, and for many reasons they're in your life. As you can see that these signs are actually showing you what is meant to be in your life and what is not meant to be in your life. What is you meant to do in life and what you're meant not to do. And you really want to think about what is really causing you to settle for less. If you're trying to dig yourself out of that situation, that spot, you really want to dig into that. You really want to look into that. You don't want to be settling for anything that is not meant to have your name on it for a lifetime. The things that you're gonna have to go through is what we going through in life. You know, we have to go through these challenges. We have to go through these challenges, build the faith, build the endurance, you know, build the strength and be courageous enough to get through these levels so that we can have what is actually ours. What are you meant to have is what you meant to have. Nothing can take that away from you. If God is showing you, if God is placing that in your heart, if you see a vision, multiple visions, multiple dreams that you're having, multiple signs, these things are meant for you to have. It's meant for you to have. There's nothing can take that away from you. Only you can take that away from you if you don't proceed to work towards that. If you don't proceed to work through those obstacles and those challenges and keep facing those outcomes to get there. A lot of people, and I came across so many people in my lifetime that want to settle for less. It's because they choose this route. Sometimes they only know that's the best way. They know how to. Some just lazy. They procrastinate. They blame others, and they really don't have the all right. They really don't have the accountability towards themselves, to I want to say to hold themselves accountable to hold themselves accountable for their actions. They rather just choose one way. They rather just choose the way that they feel, what they think. And this is all based off, like I always speak about, as how they program, how they are conditioned, how we are conditioned and programmed. But some of us wake up, and these type of people just continue on to live this way. They continue on to live this way and don't see nothing out of it. They fall into crimes. They fall into depending on the government. They fall into these traps when the world is basically showing them everything is a lie. Everything is keeping you. It's designed to keep you trapped. But it's also a way for you to work around that. It's also a way for you to actually get up and go after what you was called to be and what you was called to do. So, settling for less, I never been the type to settle for less. I could say that the ways that I had was just doing it my way. But I always had an entrepreneurship mindset, a boss mentality. I always had this way of finding it and go getting it. I always had this way of of actually making it happen, no matter what. As y'all can see right now, I'm doing these videos at my lowest point of my life that I ever been at before. But I'm still actually finding a way to get up, to do something different, to make a brand for myself. I always had this mentality, and it just kept me going. But some ways, I got caught up in some things, and what we all do is get caught up in ways that what we ain't supposed to be in, and things happen, life happen, things happen. They teach you, it teaches you, they show you teaches you lessons, life lessons and everything. It just here, it just a knocking at the door is just for you, waiting for you to answer it. What a lot of things just going on around. That knock at the door, just waiting for you to answer it. That's just like God just tugging on your heart. The convictions that you feel, from the inside. But I say that I came across a lot of people in my lifetime, man, that just didn't know, even my own family, that just didn't know how to not push harder like they're supposed to, but just do things the way they feel that it would get them a longer way. When so many years done turned gone by, so many years that went by, and still didn't see the type of results that I was looking for, the outcome that I had planned out in my head that I would turn out to be, seeing them on that path. It just didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me because I had a different mindset from everybody else. I had a different mindset, and there's a lot of people like that. You can be one of the ones in your family, one of the ones out of your group that have that mindset, but you around people that want to settle for less. You around a lot of people that don't want to, that don't want to have that urge. They don't want to have that urge. They don't want to know what it feel like to have that urge. They don't want to know what it feel like to push. They don't want to push to their limits because they, like I said, they procrastinate. They're lazy. They just don't wanna. Want to do anything that would make them feel uncomfortable. They rather stay comfortable and be comfortable and just take what they got. See, God hasn't made us to be small-minded. God hasn't made us to be in a world shut shut completely in our minds to just limit ourselves, limit our beliefs, and limit him. You know, don't put your limitations on him, because as soon as you think small, as you think it's small and you selling for less, you put your limitations on him, and you put your limitations on yourself, regardless, no matter how you look at it. You are limiting yourself, you are limiting your beliefs, no matter how you look at it, in a way that it will keep you small. It will not help you grow at all. So I say, man, we can all grow from this. Like, we can all stand out in a way that it would help us to not put these limitations on ourselves of stretching and growing. At least stretch ourselves and grow, or whatever, and just, you know, put the effort in and make sure that we trying to stick to something that we're doing continuously every day, consistently. You know, that will stretch you to grow. But that fight got to be in you to keep, you know, to continue on with this consistency, to continue on with your growth, continue on with, you know, what you have, what you're shooting for in life. But that's my message for today, man, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, may y'all continue on, keep liking and subscribing, share the videos, comment down below. Don't settle. Continue on to push, because the more you settle, the more you will suffer. You know, the more you will suffer long term. May God bless y'all, man. I love y'all.